Heard you wanna get down. Heard you been asking about me to everybody else. Now it's nobody else, nobody else. Makes me so crazy. You're the one true prize, apple of my eye. Know you're looking for somebody who's your type. I got it, I got it, I got you. I got you, I got you.
Hi Libra, Sun, Moon, and Rising. This is going to be your general mini cross reading for May 2021. I do have with me the Radiant White deck, the Lavita Sibilas for clarification, and then you'll get an opportunity to formulate one question for the Golden Nostradamus. I haven't used him in a while, so let me get my incense burning, and I'm going to go ahead and turn the camera around. I have already done, I can't get the thing in there. Oh crap, I'm setting stuff on fire. I have already done some, setting stuff on fire. I've already done some meditation and shuffling on your sign and glyph. And so we will, there we go, get started with the reading. These are general readings and the messages will not resonate with everyone. In order to gain any insight into your situation requires a personal reading. You can see my web address there. If you're interested in a personal reading, you can go over to the website. When you get there, look for tarot consultations on the main menu. Hover your mouse over that and it should pull down all of the different reading packages that I offer. So with that being said, let me turn the camera around and we will get started with the reading. Let me see if I can pull it back and over so that you get a better full view of the cards when I put them down. So I'm going to do one more rifle and shuffle. Oh, that card wants to present itself. And this will start us off. And this will be pretty much the energy of the situation as it is now. Okay. And what we have is the Sun card. Okay. The most positive card in the deck. What is the foundation of the issue or situation? Oh, wow. It is the Star card. The near or distant past. The Five of Swords. Wow. Okay. So I think okay. Yeah, I get it now. Okay. What is the unexpected influence? The Two of Wands. And what is the near energy of the near and distant future? It is the Page of Wands. So basically, I'm just getting the sense this is really good. And for some of you, this may be a work and or career issues that is traditionally what the wands stand for. We do have this One Swords here in the near or distant past. This was arguments or fights or disagreements, maybe having to stand up for yourself in a dispute. I think here with the two luminaries, the Sun and the Star card, this is really about the way that you shine. It is about what you consider to be successful. I think it is based upon your hopes and dreams and wishes, because sometimes a Star card can be about that. But I also feel that it is to do with the cosmology, the astrology of the situation, because sometimes this is what this card means. In other words, it's like it's about damn time that you got this situation straight, or that you spoke up for yourself, or that you know, whatever it was that you had to do. What is over the whole reading? Well, there it is. It is the Temperance card. So this was about being able to moderate your logic and your emotions so that you could arrive at the best decision for yourself. Now, the Page of Wands, all pages typically represent knights. For some of you, this could have been an issue concerning a child, because sometimes pages represent those children under the age of 18. We do have this baby here in the Sun card. But for the most part, the Page of Wands speaks to news and messages coming in. It speaks about a new journey or spiritual journey or a new desire to do something or go somewhere and do something. Sometimes I've even seen it show up when it talks about the potential of a new lover coming onto the scene. I'm not exactly sure if this is exactly what I'm being shown. It does not feel like that. It feels like there has been some type of transformation is not the right word. There's been some kind of revelation for you concerning a situation in which you may have been you've been having people have been dealing with you unfairly. The bottom line is that, and if this hasn't happened for you, I would say within the month. Now, depending on if you recognize the situation and where you are in the situation, this could have already started for you back at the start of April. For some of you, you're in the thick of it now. For the rest of you, this will play out into the month of March. There is no timing in the tarot. But I do have these two wands. And the two wands, twos always represent a choice, a duality, an opposition, and a crossroads, right? It speaks about the need for changes and harmonious communications, but also the need to make a choice or decision. And I get the sense that for some of you, you're not quite sure, not necessarily the outcome of this, but you're not quite sure if maybe it had to go to that level. Maybe, that maybe you shouldn't have had to do that. Or maybe you did that and you said some things maybe that you didn't quite wish you had said. But I do feel that the situation came to a head in such a way that you were able to literally see what it was that you needed to see. Okay. I'm going to take a look at Two of Wands and the Five of Swords as they relate to these two cards. I cannot look at the Page of Wands because it is either a young, it's not a child. This is not necessarily to me about a child issue. Maybe it's a childhood issue. I don't know. But to me, this is a message. That's the way the pages always show up. They don't necessarily show up as children. For me, there are other cards that indicate that. That's not to say that this situation, doesn't involve children. That's just not how it feels. So let me grab my book here, and we're going to take a look at the Five of Swords to see if there's any meaning. None next to these two cards. Now, basically it's a 5, and 5s represent a time of ups and downs and a focus on sometimes bitterness and frustration. It does indicate a victory card and an achievement which has been well-deserved and long awaited. It tells of achieving or receiving something that you have wanted for a long time, and is indicating that you may reap the rewards for past efforts. And that's what this is to me. It is a card of victory. So when it appears, it is telling you that what you aspire to will come to fruition through concerted focus and effort. You just need to make the decision whether or not you're going to do it. Okay? It can imply that you've been involved in a conflict, and the nature is that no one will win because each party will sink to any level to do so. It can indicate a separation, a permanent breakup of a partnership or relationship of any kind due to the choices made by another. So this could literally be the sun showing you that whatever this situation is, you need to leave now, or, choose a different path. Let me put it that way. Because it also suggests that there is a need to regain your composure before stepping forward and going ahead with any plans. All right. But it doesn't tell me anything next to these two. So let me go to the Two of Wands now. That's the ace. Here is the 2. Let's see what the 2 of Wands says. The 2 of Wands doesn't tell me anything next to these 2 cards. But it is an indication that some kind of crossroads has been reached and that a choice or decision is now called for. It suggests that this is the right time for assessment and planning. It indicates a need for independence and solitude in terms of relationships with others. It asks you to assert your independence and not allow others to deny you this freedom. You should not allow yourself to be drawn into something against your will. Show strength or you may regret it. It may be indicating a business venture or partnership which has security, but there is still a need to look beyond that. It tells of achievements in business and career success, and also shows that a person who has the world in their hands but knows that they still have something yet to do. In regards to business and finances, if you were to fairly and cleverly negotiate, the outcome will be favorable. It tells of boldness, courage, and embarking on a new enterprise. It also indicates that a letter or message will provide you with the answer to an important question to do with a contract or transition. Okay? So, I mean, but what this really is all about is the moderation and the reconciliation of how you feel against what you think. Because if you notice, there really aren't any cup cards in here. So let me give you the keywords to, let me start with the Temperance card. And these are kind of high up on the list, if that makes any sense. They're not like the Magician or the Hermit. They're actually, the numbers are kind of up there in the major arcana. And so the Temperance card speaks to balance, art, moderation, caution, care, equilibrium, reconciling the opposites. Now, remember when I was telling you that 2s can represent an opposition? This can be somebody actively opposing you or you being opposed within yourself about what you should do. Okay? Maybe I should, maybe I shouldn't. Patience, harmony, flow, protection, moderation in all things, cooperation, compassion, emotions and feelings, management, economy, good communication, providing aid, healing, concentration. The divinatory meaning of this card is, let me see here. It speaks to the ability to achieve a rational balance, okay, of mixing the various substances to create something new. There is no divinatory meaning here. I'm trying to see what it says. Excuse me, the main meaning, or the first one, is it is telling of a karmic situation where you will be forced to learn independence. Excuse me. Independence. Oh my goodness. Unity and justice. It also tells of a need to achieve balance, harmony, and moderation in all things. Show inner strength and patience, and you will find success in your endeavors. To me, there's an indication that there'll be a time of rest after this too. Let me take a look at the Sun card. Oh my goodness. Sorry about that. The Star card, the keywords are optimism, insight, aspirations, peace, promise, healing, developments, inspiration, hope, blessings, optimism, a return to life, faith, and a continual flow. Good health, bright prospects, new opportunities, new independence, inner strength, and just rewards. Calm, renewal, recovery, harmony, abundance, generosity, and humility. The divinatory meaning of this is hope, aspiration, faith, and the belief in a new and better life ahead. It is representative of the 8-pointed star of Venus, or the star of love. And here we have the Sun. The keywords is yes, culmination, synthesis, wholeness, achievement, liberation, success, joy, attainment, happiness, material happiness, successful unions, accomplishment, contentment, opportunities, perfection, acceptance, good health and well-being, optimism, ambition, friendship, stability, union, and positive outcomes. The divinatory meaning is optimism, a time of positive action, energy in abundance, and a time of clear vision. Warmth, openness, friendliness, happiness, earthly joy, and contentment. But we know sometimes in order to get that, we got to go through some stuff, right? And so my question would be, what is ahead on the horizon for you? What is this message here, this Page of Wands? What is he trying to tell us or impart to us? Sometimes this card can be about, gossip and slander and vicious arguments with people. But the truth of the matter is, you can't please everybody all the time. And so I think this is a question of whether or not you're going to just step out on your own and do whatever it is that you need to do or you want to do, you've been dreaming about. The Sun card says that now would be the time to do that. Let's take a look at this Page of Wands to see what he has to tell us. The Gran Consolazione. The Bambino. And the Messaggere. So it kind of speaks to the same things that I've been talking to you about. Gran Consolazione is just that. It is dreaming of all of the things that you want in life. You want finances, you want stable finances, you want good relationships, you want peace of mind, you want health, right? All of the things that you've dreamed of. Here with the Bambino simply speaks to something new, a new circumstance, a new event, a new whatever the case may be, but something new. Along with the Messaggere. And the Messaggere simply says that a message from afar. The message doesn't tell us necessarily what it is about, whether this news is positive or negative, but I would dare say with these two cards preceding it that this is some news, maybe long-awaited news, that's going to give you a new start, and one in which you might be able, the potential to achieve all of the things that you've hoped and dreamed for will be coming to fruition. I just think you need to really get a handle on your emotions and get a handle on your logic. If you can combine your desires with your will and not allow people to get you bent out of shape and situations to get you bent out of shape, you can most certainly achieve these things. So with that being said, I'm glad I could bring you this message, I think, because for the last few months, Libras, your readings have been kind of tough. And so to me, it looks as though whatever this karmic lesson is, it is almost over. It is ending. And so you will be able to move forward in a new direction. So here is your card for the Golden Nostradamus. If I'm not mistaken, this is the vase, but no, it's the lilies. And lilies imply peace and wisdom and calm. Let me make sure that that's right and it's not the vase. It is number 9. It is the lilies. If man could see virtue's pulchritude, with love his heart would soon be imbued. This card portrays purity, noble sentiments, and reinforces virtue and good luck. It just simply says, if placed near a negative card, it can reduce the negative effect. In other words, the card is saying that remain true to yourself, be noble, and, honor your self-value, your own morals, and this can bring you good luck. And sometimes when we're dealing in business or whatever with other people, what we want and what our desires and what our values are don't align with other people's. And so sometimes you have to jettison them and move on. And so that's what I have for you, Libra. I know that's a really short reading, but I think it's direct and to the point. Perhaps for some of you it's not. So I hope those messages helped you. And until next time, namaste. Bye.